Racing. It's in our blood. From the No Limits of Texas. Alright, I think we're live. I was having some technical issues trying to get this live up. I don't know what was going on, but I appreciate you guys coming out for the broadcast tonight. WFO Twisted Tuesday Arca Series live at Texas Motor Speedway. Starting on the pole tonight, Richard Holland with a 29.41. Cody Williams, close second, 100th of a second off. Christopher Campbell is going to be in third. Go through your field real quick. 24 cars starting in the third position right there. There's the 114 of Vern Bradley starting in fourth tonight. Tommy Haynes in the 17 car, fifth position. Dylan Bryan, 03 outside there in sixth. Larry Dickerson, 69 machine, going to be in seventh. Eighth position tonight. John T. Wimbish, 56 car, Mopar machine. Austin Wagner, 22 car, going to start in ninth. And to round out your top 10, guy had a great race there last week. Burt Wilson, 10th position, Nerds chromed out machine. Jason Lawrence going to start in 11th position tonight, 89 car.
Good luck, y'all.
Outside. Oh, we got a lot of audio here. Let's turn that down. See if we can get that fixed up. All right, we're good to go. All right, 03 car, or number 3 car, Hal Amy, going to start in 12th. John Sanu behind him, 86 machine. Michael McCauley, 15th. Actually, Cody McFadden, he's going to be in 14th. Scott Canfield's going to be rounding out your field here. We got Wesley Whitfield that made grid, put up a lap time, and Garrett Helmlinger was in here for a second. Let's get back up there to that 31 car. Good luck to these guys tonight. I hope we are live. I hope everything's working.
Green, green, green.
Oh, we're actually really far behind here. Green flag is out. We got through the field. We didn't miss a moment of action. And here we go. Green flag. And Richard Holland lead him into turn 1. A lot of technical difficulties. I could not get the stream to go live. I think it's a YouTube issue that I didn't have the proper stream key. Something wasn't correct. And I was able to figure it out, and here we are. So Richard Holland wasted no time, and now the 24 got to the inside of the 12. 12 car struggling a little bit. That's Cody Williams. He's got some guys all over his bumper. Down the back straightaway, 12 car trying to get back up in that top 3. 114 of Vern Bradley gets by. Put him up the third position. 24 car looks like he's on a mission here. He's starting to catch Richard Holland. Car's looking a little bit loose here. You can see that offset. A lot of racing there the first couple laps. I think this is going to be another one of those tracks that passing early is going to be crucial. See that 24 car getting a little bit loose, pulling it to the bottom. He lost a couple tenths there, and now the 114 of Vern Bradley is on his back bumper. On the back straightaway, 1, 2, 3, 4, really close together. Less than a second separating this top 4. Dylan Bryant in that 03 car holding his own in that top 5. Got another popular name, Tommy Haynes, behind him in 6th. These guys are already kind of spreading out a little bit. We got a pretty big gap from about 7th position. That 69 car, Larry Dickerson. There's about a second gap now. Back to Austin Wagner in that 22. This field spread out just a little bit. Now it's starting to accordion back. Your leader, Richard Holland, as of lap 6 out of 125. And now the 24 car's making some ground back up. Christopher Campbell came to race. 2/10 of a second separating these guys. And third position looking pretty close and racy here. 114 starting to lose a little ground to the 12. So these guys race around Texas Motor Speedway. This is probably the first time I think we've raced the day track here at WFO. We have done the night racing before. Track still, in my mind, is recently remodeled. Turns 1 and 2 got a lot flatter and a lot wider. You're able to pass on the bottom now, and you don't have to wind it up quite as much to go down into turn 1 to get under a guy. Especially with the trucks, it's momentum based, so you can get a run off of 2. Go back here a little ways. We got some racing going on side by side with, Winbish and Cody McFadden. McFadden able to get around him. Put him up to the 12th spot. High power on the hood. He's got a long way to go. We got Hal Amy bounced off the outside wall here. He's got cars all over him. Oh, he's really loose. Hal Amy's struggling here. He's trying to get it back under him. Car got super loose. It got tight out of tune. Now it's probably got a crinkled fender. And that right rear tire is a little angry. 86 car John Sanu going to make a move now. Hal Amy kind of praying for a caution, maybe to get this thing fixed up and get it back under him. Go back up front here. 0.3 of a second now separate Christopher Campbell from Richard Holland, your leader. 11 laps out of 125. Back here to second position. Hasn't lost sight of him yet, but big gap. You can see back here. That 12, Cody Williams. And Cody was able to get around the 114. Now he's up to third. Cody maybe saving a little bit of tires, backed it off, let these guys go. Now he's picking them off one at a time. A part of his strategy, he likes to do that. See if he saved enough tires here. He's got the 114 trailing not too far back. 03, Dylan Bryant going to be in 5th. And I think Tommy Haynes running a little bit different groove up there with that Camry right now. Taking that high line. Be interesting to see if that saves the tires a little bit. You can see the 69 car starting to make up some ground. Here we go, pass for 6th position. Larry Dickerson getting by. And there he goes. So clean and green, 13 out of 125. We're counting them down pretty good here at Texas. Great racetrack. I'm sure it's slippery out there. Texas heat probably got this track at about 114. Ambient air temperature probably in the 80s. So it's probably greasy out there tonight. These guys are putting on one good show. 03, Dylan Bryant starting to gain a little ground here on the 114. Oh, and the 114 way in the outside wall. He's sliding through the grass. First of the camera there. They got him. He's going to lose a lot of spots here. We're talking about 0.1 of a second. One little mistake turns into a couple of seconds. Now Vern Bradley's going to have to sort it and get it back under him. Austin Wagner smelling blood here. He thought he'd maybe get a position, but Austin sitting in the 8th position. That put Vern all the way back from 4th to 7th. He minimized the damage. Not bad for going through the grass, but tell you, that right front's got to be getting pissed off. Flying through that dirt does a lot more damage in the long run. 1.4 seconds now. 31 car ahead of Cody Williams, who has gotten by the 24. Looks like saving those tires has paid off, and here he's making up a little bit of ground on your leader, Richard Holland. HJRM showing a strong hand here at these 1.5 miles. Always do. All right, just checking the live, making sure we were good. Sorry for the late notice on that. If you guys are out there in chat right now, you can post your vote for driver of the day. Put a hashtag with the driver's number and name, or just the number, and we'll cast your vote. Keep track of that for the end of the race. Try to get a post-race interview. 24 car down on the apron. Christopher Campbell, looks like maybe unscheduled stop, maybe ran out of fuel. And this machine's coming down the track pretty slow. You might be parking it. Maybe some malfunction or something happened to the engine here. He's parking it for the night, taking it behind the wall. 24 car out of the race tonight. What a shame. He had such a strong start to this race. Mechanical failure ended his night a little bit early. So there it is. Your leader, lap 19. Starting to pull away from Cody Williams. And there's Dylan Bryant up to third now. This guy was creeping around the top 5. Now finds himself in third position, getting by Larry Dickerson and Tommy Haynes. And he's holding his own. Check back in with the 3 car of Hal Amey. Currently running in the 14th position. And he's got a little right front damage. Hopefully he can get the HJRM Lightning machine back up to par. I know how. I've been there, and he's praying for a caution flag to bunch this field back up. Maintaining this gap here. It hasn't got too far out of hand, but 1.5 seconds has been pretty stagnant. Richard Holland running away early. Now he's got somebody kind of reeling him in and then letting him go. We'll see what happens here with this 12 car. They're probably going to pit together. And then Dylan Bryant about 3 seconds back. He's reeled him in a little bit. Dylan Bryant kind of had the same strategy as Cody Williams, saving those tires for a bit. Larry Dickerson, 4 seconds back from your leader, about a second back from Dylan Bryant. You can see the gap forward, and here's the gap backwards. Got some racing between the 17 car taking that high line here. He's going to let the, who's that guy in front of him? Cody McFadden coming from the back of the field up to 6th. Now 6th position. Some of these guys that were running really good early have fallen out. Now you got the 22, Austin Wagner up to 5th. A lot of moving around through this field, and these guys, it seems like the tires are wearing off early. These guys that set back a little bit are starting to benefit from that. And if it goes green, it's going to be even more beneficial to these guys saving this stuff for the long run. Guy's found the right recipe, though. He's done it for about 24 laps here. He's putting a clinic on right now. 24 out of 125. 1/5 of the race done. Richard Holland, still your leader. So I'd like to welcome you to WFO. If you're new here to the YouTube, we go live Tuesday and Wednesday evenings. I do the broadcasting Tuesday night for the WFO Racing League, and then the Village Idiots take over on Wednesday night, Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. Amy Contracting. This is the Checkerwon manufacturing sponsor. Both great leagues, similar names in both sports. And these guys run a free league. It's a great group of people. If you're interested, check out WFORacingLeague.com. You can hit the subscribe button to our YouTube. Never miss when we go live. Keep those notifications going. You never know. You might see something cool. We're seeing something cool tonight. It's not this track, though. This track's hot as hell. Somebody's getting around it a little bit better than everybody else. These two right here. Now about 2/10 off. Cody Williams has lost a little bit of ground, but we'll see what happens on these pit stops. I know Cody likes to save his tires. He might have to push it a little bit here towards the end. Make up some of that ground on pit road. Just right down there in that white line. You can see how wide turn 1 now compared to turn 3. That entry's a lot narrower through here. Exit as well. They got a lot less room for error. Pepsi machine looking good. Dylan Bryant having a hell of a race tonight. He's shown some strength at these 1.5 miles. He just hasn't been able to put it all together. He did get a top 3 previously. He was looking pretty solid at Michigan, and some things happened beyond his control. That race went clean and green for the entirety of it. We'll see what happens here. This guy clawing his way back up through the field. Cody Williams on pit road. Cody McFadden on pit road as well. These guys coming down pit road. Richard Holland. Dylan Bryant. See if this one lap earlier, they got on and off pit road faster. Cody Williams might benefit from this. Cody McFadden coming off pit road. If Richard Holland hits his stall. John Sanu coming off pit road. .114 of Vern Bradley on pit road as well. 3 Dylan Bryant coming out. And a lot of cars, 69, 22. 70 car. Burt Wilson. And here they cycle through. Let's see what happens. Cody Williams be the closest car to Richard Holland. Let's see if, oh, he didn't win that battle, but he is gaining up some ground here. He's going to get up there to that bumper. We saw this before with the 24 car, Christopher Campbell. There was a little contest here, about 0.3 of a second. But I think once they get in that draft, it makes it really tight, starts burning off that right front, and this thing will get really angry as the run goes on. Dylan Bryant lost a little bit of ground there on those pit stops. Sitting here in the 3rd position, though. Still locked in. About 5 seconds separating these guys. 22, Austin Wagner. He's in 6th position. Trying to work a pass for that top 5. Maybe he can get some ground up. And now we got really close racing here. Just a moment. Leaders right on top of each other out of 2. 1/10 of a second was separating them. .533, and we might have a contest for the lead here in a couple laps. Cody's up there in that draft. He's running a little bit lower than the 31, earlier apex. Here they come off a 2. Cody Williams peeked into the inside just a little bit. Go back here with Austin Wagner. These guys passing here. Wagner to the bottom. This is for 5th position. Wagner's going to get by Larry Dickerson. Put him up to P5, top 5, but looks like Larry was getting a little ground back. More close drivers. 17 car. Going to be working on the back of the 70 of Burt Wilson. Oh, a little bit of wiggle there. 17 got a little bit loose. And we saw that car running a little bit higher line than everybody else a moment ago. Calm, cool, and collected right now for the 31. He's got to keep it under him. Don't make any mistakes. Mitigate what you got going on. He's got a very confident and hungry driver behind him trying to take this thing away from him. Best part about it, they're teammates, so. A lot of communication between these two. See Austin Wagner starting to work up closer to the 64 car, Cody McFadden. This will be for 4th. And Austin Wagner might work his way up into the top 3 here in just a moment. He's catching these boys. Oh, little bobble there by McFadden on the bottom. That might open the door here into 1. There it goes. There's the door. Austin Wagner up to 4th now. Man, that 64 car struggling to keep it smooth. He just lost another spot to Larry Dickerson. McFadden starting to fade. .22 on a mission. Trying to go up there and get P3 now. Dylan Bryant in front of him. And now it's starting to take him back to a gap here. 0.3 of a second. Richard Holland starting to pull away from the 12 car. I knew that thing was going to get tight running up there behind him. And just keep him within a second or two. In the next pit stop, maybe you'll get him. Cody's just got to keep it under him. Your leader for the vast majority of this race, at least 35 laps, Richard Holland. Lap 40 out of 125. About halfway through this fuel run, so these guys are already calculating how many times they have to stop. Unlimited sets of tires, thank goodness for that. Al Jr., come on, Dad. Let's check in on Hal Amy. 2 laps down, been struggling a little bit tonight. Had that touch with the outside wall. Got the machine fixed back up though. Use that fast repair. No, he's still got a little right front damage on it. He might be saving it. Al Amy 2 laps down, currently running in the 14th position. He's got some guys behind him. That looks like 3rd through 6th position back there. He's got some driving to do, maybe a couple cautions, get him back in the lead lap, get this field bunch back up. Al needs a break here. 12 car fading back, he's 2nd position. About 0.5 of a second, half a second separating him. 3rd position, Dylan Bryant, who's about 6 seconds now. A 3 car. We might have some passing. Oh boy, wiggle from the 22. Cody McFadden getting passed by the 69 of Larry Dickerson now. Dickerson's up in the top 5. Burt Wilson squaring off. We've seen this battle brewing for a little bit. But him and P7. Tommy Haynes starting to fall off a little bit. Wimbish having a quiet night. But he is up there in that top 10. Jason Lawrence going to round out your top 10. Vern Bradley. You saw him clip the wall, go through the grass. He's got that machine fixed up, but something a little off in the setup. Maybe something broke on that machine earlier in the race. There's John Sanu running in 12th right now. 24 seconds separate him and the leader, but he's still in the lead lap. If we get a caution, get this field group back up. Maybe he's got enough under there. Maybe he learned something driving out here and getting in that traffic. Last car on the lead lap. And I say that as he's getting past to go a lap down here. That'll be Scott Canfield running in 13th. So through the field just a little bit there for a second. Richard Holland back up here. Let's ride on board with him for just a minute. All right. Had to go grab me a beer for just a minute there. That'll work. 48 out of 125 coming up on the halfway point. Working there slowly. Lap 75. These guys will be pitting soon. About a 1 second gap now separates Cody Williams, and this is about the gap they had before the last pit stops. Cody might have pushed it a little bit more this time around. Let's see if he could keep up with that 31, mitigate that gap, maybe beat him off the pit road with the lead. But Cody, if he pits a lap sooner than the 31 like last time by, that's going to mean he's going to have 2 lap older tires. And after 4 pit stops, that can make a big difference. He might have to stretch it out here a little further than he wants. That might be part of the reason he's getting a gap here. Let's see what happens as it progresses. This race is, it's going to be one of those strategy races. Austin Wagner up to 3rd now, getting around Dylan Bryant. Missed the pass, but there it is. Top 3 for the 22. Solid night for him tonight. He needed this. Got some racing going on back there. Just behind him. These guys were right on top of each other, getting around Hal Amy, but now the 64 and 69 getting back by each other. Eddie McFadden start to show some life. Top 5 for him yet again. Seems like he's got a long run perspective here. 70 car is going to be our first taker down pit road. Here he comes. Burt Wilson in his stall, nice and clean. Came in 10th position. And these guys are going to follow suit here very soon. I have a feeling within a couple laps. A good reminder, this race is brought to you by Checkerwon Manufacturing. I'd like to thank you guys at Twisted Tuesday Arca Series. Everybody at WFO is very thankful for your view. We appreciate your time. And if you'd like to vote for your favorite driver out here on the track, hashtag their number in the chat. Count as a vote for driver of the day. And we'll try to get a post-race interview with them by the end of it. 22 car Austin Wagner. 8 seconds back. He's got a lot of ground to make up, but there's your top 3. Holland, Williams, and Wagner. Dylan Bryant looks like maybe this time around he's not saved quite as much. He is starting to fade a little bit. Thought we might have some takers on pit road a little earlier, but they're still sitting pretty. These guys still out here on the track. Cody about the same distance back now than he was last time. Williams is going to have to figure out, does he want to pit with a 31? Stretch it out. That might lose ground to him. But in the long run, might mean that his same lap tires would keep that gap down below a second. And on that last pit stop, that could be detrimental if he wins that race on and off pit road, gets to his stall clean. He could short pit one, get back out there, try to run it out for the last 25 or so. I don't know. A lot of strategy. No cautions tonight. Clean and green, 56 laps. Again, appreciate your guys' time. Thank you for the, Chris Lawrence, thank you very much for the number 89. Do it for Dale. Dale, yeah. Appreciate your vote. Make sure you share this link. You can get some more people in here to vote, because I tell you, them Howamy fans, they'll come out here in droves. They'll do it. 31 car. Richard Holland still out there. We got another car down pit road. Cody McFadden. Check in with Jason Lawrence just coming off pit road. 89 machine. Currently being scored 2 laps down, but I think as this cycles out, maybe 1 lap down. John Sanu down pit road as well. Cody Williams, here he comes. 1 lap shorter again. Let's see what happens. Might have been too low on fuel. Couldn't stretch it another one. 31 car probably going to come down this time by. Larry Dickerson on pit road as well. Tommy Haynes. Scott Canfield on there as well. Getting service on the left side, dropping the jack, and well, that was the right side. We'll see in just a second. Here comes the 31 car, Richard Holland. Austin Wagner close behind. Made up a lot of ground there. Hopefully didn't get a pit road penalty or anything. Race is shaping up here. Let's see what this cycles through with the 12 car coming back out on the track. Cody Williams hitting 1 lap short again. Let's see if this is paying off. Here he comes around the track. Here's where the 31 is now coming out of pit road. And 12 car in your frame right there. Twelve car cycling out. I think we got a lead change here. On and off pit road just a little bit faster. Little wiggle there from the 12, but here he comes. 03, Dylan Bryan on pit road. And your new leader. Gonna be the 12. Next time by. Cody Williams getting about 2 seconds there on pit road. Hell of a job on and off. If he can just maintain this, I think he's got the speed. Even if Holland does the last run, it's only a 1.5 seconds. I think Cody can go out there and run away. .2 seconds. Richard Holland going to try to chase him down. He has to get around John Sanu as well. Austin Wagner. About 6 seconds, 7 seconds separate these guys. There's third position. And how about Burt Wilson? Had that short pit. Up there in 4th position. Just got passed by Cody McFadden, but still in the top 5. 4th position there for the 64. It's right on board with Richard Holland. He's getting ready to pass the 86 of John Sanu. Taps down below a second there for just a brief moment. Car trying to maintain that gap. Leading some laps here. Halfway point reached. And the first lead change of the night under green. Did it on pit road, and he's out there. He's 9/10 of a second ahead of Richard Holland. That's Cody Williams. Gear wrench machine looking good out there. Second position, Richard Holland. Had a dominant start to this race. Now he's chasing. Austin Wagner in third position. Coming out of 4 now. 8.5 seconds back. Cody McFadden, a couple more seconds off there. '70 car Burt Wilson, 5th position. He will have company here in just a moment, though. Larry Dickerson. 69 car chasing him down. It's one thing about short pitting. You can make up some ground, but ultimately you might give it all back. These tires have a big difference here. Hopefully Burt Wilson can salvage this and not lose too much time. These guys are going to be a lot faster. Here comes a pass. 70 car. Giving him a little bit of draft here. There's the peak to the inside, and I think we're going to see it right here in 3 and 4. On the outside. 70 car getting really loose on that outside. Some air coming off that spoiler. But Larry Dickerson up to 5th. Dylan Bryant, who we were talking about earlier, in 3rd. He's since fallen back to 7th. There's Hal Amy in front of him. Jason Lawrence able to get both those laps back here. Last car on the lead lap is the 89, running in 11th. But he's got the leaders in his mirror. Got a little tight out of 4 and clipped the wall just for a second there. I think it's still clean. Let's see if we can get a different angle of this car. Look at that right side a little bit. Little crinkle on that right rear fender, but shouldn't hurt him too much, but he's going to have to get it under him. He's going to have to get some fire up there because his leaders are coming. Oh, and he clips the wall in the entry at 3. Cody Williams going to gain quick now. The threat of going a lap down, Cody Williams catching up to that 89, moved up the track, nice and politely letting these leaders by. Richard Holland going to get around him as well. About 5/10 of a second separating these guys with 56 to go. Cody will have to pit short again. For every lap that happens, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Doing a hell of a job. He's surprising everybody. Come up there and took the lead away on pit road. One of the guys that's very dominant. In and out. Does a great job on the track, saving his stuff. And right now, 5/10 of a second, keeping him from the lead. Austin Wagner 3rd. Solid night for him tonight. We got Johnson New down there on the apron. Something going on with that machine. The longer this goes green, the more that these guys are going to run away. 5 seconds separating him and Cody McFadden in 4th. Closest cars on the track right now. Vern Bradley not too far ahead of the 17 of Tommy Haynes, but Vern Bradley running in 8th. You can see the turn in on this machine is really easy to do, but you get that easy turn in, it's easy to oversteer, and that's where these guys getting back to the throttle, it gets a little squirrely. You got to be really careful, just feather it down. These Arca cars have a lot of power, trying to get it to hook up to the road with sticky, slick tires, slick track. It'd be a challenge, but we got to pass for the lead. Richard Holland back to first. Got around Cody Williams, 52 laps to go. Now he's going to try to check out. Cody Williams did a hell of a job there on pit road. Led about 16 laps, but Holland able to track him down, and there it goes. 31 back to the lead. That's what happens. We look away for 1 second. Richard Holland takes it back from him. For Scott Canfield, threat to go down another lap here. There's 51 to go. I know these guys are praying for a caution. They want it so bad, but everybody's done a good job navigating the lap traffic, coming on off the pit road really clean. See Cody Williams going around him as well. Wimbish will be the next car at a threat of going a lap down. He's in turn 3 right now. Mopar Machine, the last car on the lead lap, running 10th currently. Check in with some other drivers here. Out of the race tonight, Christopher Campbell had a great start, but mechanical failures put that car behind the wall. Hal Amy 2 laps down currently. Running in the 14th position. I know he's struggling. He's still got that right front damage. Doesn't want to burn that fast repair. In case a caution does come out, that is smart to hold on to that. We'll see what happens in the long run, but we're running out of laps. I think I would probably burn that fast repair if it's slowing me down at this point. Scott Canfield. We just saw him get past one more lap there, and he's still keeping it shiny side up, but I think they just missed the setup on it this week. Maybe track a little bit too tough on this car tonight. John Sanu, 86 car. We saw him down on the apron there. It looked like maybe something was going on with it, but whatever it was, maybe a faulty gauge. He's back up there, up to speed. Kurt Wilson back on pit road. Here he goes. Coming out. See if those fresh tires can get him back up there in that top 5. 47 laps to go. We know that kind of signals when these leaders are going to come in. Cody Williams, we're getting close to that time again. If Cody can keep it under a 1.5 seconds and get that solid on and off pit road, I think we're going to have a bigger gap this time around. Hopefully Cody can pull it off. Great job last time. Took it out to about 2 seconds there coming off. He can string this out. Running out to the very end. Richard Holland might have his hands full with this 12 car. Austin Wagner third. 10 seconds back, but still hell of a great race for him tonight. I know Wagner's been wanting to have a good performance, and he's had some struggles here and getting back into the rhythm of the league, and it's good to see that 22 car up in the top 3. Go back a little bit further, 69 in 4th position, Cody McFadden. Up and now, sorry, Larry Dickerson, I apologize. Up and down night tonight, but he is back up in the top 5. Cody McFadden just behind him. These guys have went back and forth for that top 5. There's Jason Lawrence. Maybe some fresh tires on that machine. And if you want to see the difference between fresh tires and old tires, here you go. Way up the track there for the 69 car. Might have gave him too much room, and he might lose some ground to the guy behind him. Cody McFadden's actually on pit road, so that was a good move. Didn't want to get tangled up. I didn't realize the 64 had pitted, so Now we're getting pit stops again. Dylan Bryant coming down. He's getting off pit road now. Cycling through McFadden on pit road. 12 car. Man, he's going to make up that ground again. 114 got some fresh tires. Cody Williams knows what he needs to do here, and Richard Holland's got his hands full. He's got lap traffic all around him. 03 car, Dylan Bryant. 114, Vern Bradley. Tommy Haynes getting back on the lead lap. Make it a little bit of a struggle if Holland's trying to pit. And we're going to see that 12 car come down real soon. 1.7 seconds. This gap is getting a little bit bigger. Maybe trying to stretch it out here to make it to the end. A lot of strategy coming into play here. These guys start stretching it out to make it in one more stop. This could help Austin Wagner catch up to him. Let's see what happens. What is Cody's strategy here? Can he make it on one more stop? I don't know if these guys can make it. There's that gap that fresh tires can do for you. Seen Vern Bradley pass the leaders like they were sitting still. Making up some ground here. 114. Back up there. The 3 of Dylan Bryant behind him. I believe this is for position. And there comes Cody Williams down pit road. Okay, so about that time, it was 1.8 seconds separating the leader during this pit stop. Let's see if Cody can do it a little bit quicker. I know he pushed it last time. Let's see what happens. Into his stall, nice and clean. Larry Dickerson coming down pit road. Johnson New in there as well. 12 cars got to keep it clean out of here. 31 car Richard Holland coming down pit road now. We're going to have 38 laps to go after these pit stops. Are these guys going to be able to go to the end? I don't think they're going to have enough. Cody Williams probably going to have to short pit. Let's see where this 12 car comes out. Coming out of turn 4. Richard Holland just now leaving his stall. There you see him down on the inside. Cody Williams going to run around the back of turn 2. Probably going to pass him. But will it be enough to stretch this out? I think it was too much of a gap that time. And Cody's going to have to just settle in. Richard Holland able to get on and off pit road a little bit faster that time and maintain this lead. 7 cars on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap, Larry Dickerson. 69 machine. As we're counting down the laps here, your leader at 37 laps to go. Richard Holland with a close second place here with Cody Williams. No cautions yet. Austin Wagner out of the race. Was running in 3rd position. Put it behind the wall. Second car out of the event tonight. This guy's still got a little bit of right front clip there, but it looks like maybe he got that fast repair. Let's go on board with him. Yep, clean machine now. I think it's just the paint scheme making it look like it's got a little damage there under that right front headlight. How Amy 3 laps down. Jason Lawrence 2 laps down. Running the 11th position. Johnson New 1 lap down. Tommy Haynes ahead of him. Running in 9th. The first car lap down, if we do have a caution, that's Wimbush. And I know these guys are praying for it. A wave around would be great. Turn this night around, maybe get a top 5 out of it. We'll see. 35 laps to go. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm Bradley Cooper, WFO Twisted Tuesday Arca Series presented by Checkerwon Manufacturing. We will be right back after this, guys. Good brisket, not meth. Oh, God. I got your back, man. I got your back. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Make it.
Clear.
They'll never make
Car
it.
outside. Clear outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
We're back. 29 laps to go. Richard Holland, your leader. Cody Williams, 4/10 of a second back here. Not too far off. We're back live. Texas Motor Speedway. WFO Broadcasting Network. Oh, Hal Jr., we got a vote there for the 89 car. We know our top 3 so far is the 31, 12, and 64. This shakes out. I think it's going to be close between Larry Dickerson and Cody McFadden. These guys have been going back and forth all night long. Let's see what happens here. Cody Williams starting to make up some ground back up and maybe sandbagging it here. Go on board with the 12. Maybe save some of those tires for this longer run. Might have figured something out. But he's maintaining that gap with 27 to go, and I think these guys are going to have to pit one more time. I don't know how, Junior, man. Throw your vote wherever you guys want to. Hashtag driver number, driver of the day. We'll get a post-race interview. We can have 4 interviews if you vote for somebody out of the top 3. It's entirely up to you guys. Make sure to cast your vote before the checkered flag. Work our way through the field here. Cody McFadden, Larry Dickerson. These guys are going to be battling it out. I think the first and second position are going to be a battle here at the very end. Cody Williams maybe losing a little bit of ground here. Cody McFadden, 16 seconds back. He's got 4 seconds on Larry Dickerson. That's what 4 seconds looks like. Quite the gap back there. We go back to the 69 machine. Larry Dickerson, Cody McFadden, 3rd right now. Here's 4th position. Burt Wilson, those tires paying off. He's up there in that top 5 again. Here he comes down pit road with 25 to go. This could be the race-winning strategy. Kurt Wilson going to make up some more ground on this short pit. It goes green like this and stays out here. Kurt Wilson might find himself up in the top 3. Let's see what he's got. Nice and clean on pit road. Nicely done for the 70. He'll be the first taker on pit road. I think these guys are going to have to come down one more time. Based off that math, everybody pits about 7-8 laps after the 70 car comes in. That means they're not going to make it. Here comes the 114 down pit road. 31-12 in their own time zone currently. What's Cody Williams going to have up his sleeve here for the 31 car? Al Jr. here's the 3 car racing around right now, currently in the 12th position. Was praying for a caution from the start. Had a little mishap there on lap 22. Clipped the outside wall. Lost a lot of time. But he's since got it under him. He's got the track under him. He's figured it out. I'm not praying for 3 cautions. I'm just saying that Hal might want one. Turn this race around a little bit for him. There's some cars coming down pit road. Dylan Bryant, a 3 car. Vern Bradley on and off pit road. Here he comes back out on the track. Wimbish, he's on pit road. Larry Dickerson, 69 car. Cody McFadden still out there. Every lap Cody stays out there, that could be another 10th or 2 that 69 car makes up on him. There's Dylan Bryant back out on the track. He was a solid top 5 contender prior to this. Running in 6th now. 17 car Tommy Hayes hasn't brought it down yet. Johnson New on pit road. Nice and clean out there. Check back with your leader. Stretching it out to 20 to go. And this time, Cody Williams within a second when they pit. That could be huge for the 12 car. They're going to stretch this fuel as far as it will go. Cody being 1 lap shorter on fuel, though, I think. Here comes the 12 car. Able to get it slowed down just right. If that 12 hit that stall perfect. He's going to have to be perfect. We're talking about tenths of a second here. One little mistake. That's all it takes. Nicely done. 31 still out there. And here comes Richard Holland. So here it is. This is going to be the strategy. How's it going to play out? Maybe a little bit slower entry for that 31. I think that 12 car did a little bit better on pit road. Let's see how it shakes out. These are your leaders here. Cody McFadden. Actually, Tommy Hayden's last car still out on the track. Here comes the 12 back out on the track. 31 still in his stall. Right on board with Richard Holland. Are we going to see that 12 car pass him on the outside here? There it is. There's the pass down the back straightaway. Cody Williams able to get around him. Let's see if he can run away with it with the 18 laps to go. How far is he going to stretch it? Maybe a second. 8 tenths now. He gets around Richard Holland. 1.5. Well, my timing is scoring all over the place. 0.8 seconds. I was right the first time. Here we go with 17 laps left. Cody Williams, Richard Holland been battling all night long. Tommy Haynes still out there on the track. Cody McFadden, Larry Dickerson within a couple tenths of each other. I knew this was going to happen with these two. Top 10 night for Burt Wilson, running in 6th, ahead of Dylan Bryant, about 2 seconds. Let's see where he shakes out. He pitted with 25 to go. Rest of these guys come down about 20 to go. Richard Holland trying to chase down Cody Williams, 9/10 of a second now. And inch by inch, see Richard Holland trying to tick away a 10th or 2 there, that time through 1. All the way to the bottom of the track. Cody's a little bit quicker in 4. Still maintaining that 8/10 of a second. No mistakes for the 12 so far. Is he going to be able to hang on though? 0.75. Gives a little bit, takes a little bit back. Backing that corner up a little bit. See that 12 maybe lost a little bit out of 4 that time. With 13 to go. Richard Holland on the hunt. Back here to Cody McFadden. About a second separating these two. Cody's starting to pull away. He's got to go catch Tommy Haynes, though. And that's a 10-second gap. 17 car might have taken 2. Might be on a different fuel strategy. Car up in the wall in the back there. 86, Johnson New maybe clipped it coming out of 2. Tommy Haynes going to pull off out of nowhere up to 3rd here towards the end of this race. We were wondering maybe Tommy had some issues early on in this race and just wasn't able to show what he had. Or some awesome work by the pit crew, and that crew chief got him back out there, put him in the right spot at the right time. Either way. 6/10 of a second. Still shaping up a battle here. 10 laps next time by. Will be left in this race. And it's been green for every single one of them. Half a second now separating your leaders. You know that 12 car is working hard in there. There's on board with the 12 of Cody Williams helmet camera. You can see the top of that steering wheel. Four-tenths of a second now. Holland's there. 4/10, man. That's draft worthy. Holland's gonna start catching. Late apex with a 12. Maybe get a drive off here. Got some lap traffic to contend with now. Tommy Haynes down pit road. I was starting to wonder what was going to happen there. Cody McFadden back up to 3rd. Larry Dickerson about 2 seconds back now. McFadden looking like he's going to wrap it up in the top 3. Through your field real quick. 12 car Cody Williams still your leader. He's got a hungry 31 behind him. Less than a 10th of a second separating these guys. Williams is going to have to get to the inside, get around these lap cars as quick as he can. Doesn't want to lose ground. Doesn't want to open the door for the 31. 31, Richard Holland in 2nd. Cody McFadden 3rd. 4th position, Larry Dickerson. Burt Wilson back up to 5th position. Vern Bradley, count him in 6th. Last car on the lead lap, but he's about to go down 1. Here goes the 12 on the inside. And now Cody Williams has got a mirror full of the 31 car. 7 laps to go. You know he's going to put some blocks on. He's going to make it tough. 3 lanes wide for that 12. Another little late apex, maybe to the outside for the 31 car. They're going to race hard down the front straightaway. Cody's going to protect that bottom. Let's see if he can race it down into 1. Coming up on 5 to go. Holland's going to peak. Off of 2. Cody's going to have to protect that bottom a little bit more. Here he goes down to the bottom of the track. Late apex. Going to block that groove. Force him to the outside. We got teammates and they're racing for a win. Don't let him to the inside. 12 car. Open the door up. Richard Holland to the inside. Might be checking out here with 5 to go. Side by side off of 2. Cody's trying to hold it down. Maybe a run on the crossover. Down the backstretch. Richard Holland back to P1 with 5 laps to go. Can he hold on to it? Does Cody have anything left? Losing a little bit of time out of 4 there. Cody looks like he might be fading out. We've got a lap car contention here. Burt Wilson. Last car on the lead lap. This time by. This is for one more car going a lap down. Burt Wilson solid top 5 though. Richard Holland, Cody Williams putting almost this entire field a lap down. What a clinic these HJRM guys put on tonight. Battling back and forth, getting on and off pit road a little bit better than each other. Cody's led probably an equal amount of laps tonight. Don't count him out yet. 0.2 of a second, 3 laps to go. Thought we might have a battle brewing between the 64 car and the 69, but Cody McFadden checked out. 5 seconds ahead now. Coming up on the white flag. Richard Holland, half a second. Hell of a drive for him tonight. Oh, Johnson doing the outside wall off of 4. That might check up to 31 just enough. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Richard Holland just has to do it 2 more times. 1 and 2, really good. Solid off of there. Here he comes into 3 and 4. Richard Holland. Dominating performance. 0.5 of a second ahead of Cody Williams. And there it is. Richard Holland crossing the line. Bringing it home first. Cody Williams, valiant effort. Great second place finish for him tonight. And here comes Cody Fadden into turn 3. Gonna wrap up a 3rd place position. Last car on the lead lap behind him is Larry Dickerson. Here comes Cody McFadden off of 4. There he is, 3rd position. Podium finish for the 64. 69, really close. Closed up a little bit of a gap there right at the end. Top 5 for Burt Wilson. Vern Bradley going to bring it home in 6th. Dylan Bryant off the track now, coming home in 7th. Tommy Haynes, John T. Wimbish, and John Sanu rounding out your top 10. All right, let's get down here on the track with the 31, burning it down. Your winner tonight, Richard Holland, going to fry the tires off that machine. General Tires underneath that, going to be gone. He's not done yet. Richard Holland showing him how it's done. Getting it done at Texas. WFO Twisted Tuesday Arca Series presented by WFO Racing League and Checkerwon Manufacturing. We're going to have a post-race interview right after this. If you guys got your drivers of the day, thank you very much for coming and being part of this broadcast. Post-race interviews coming up right after this. WFO will be right back. Racing. It's in our blood. From the No Limits of Texas at the high-speed banks at
And
Daytona.
I mean, nobody's going to catch that 3-truck of Hal Amy as he takes it.
And the drop of the green flag. It's a green flag pit stops. It's in their DNA. We live for it. There's 7 nights in a week. And only one night matters to us. The moment to prove that we're the best. Laying down an entire season. Pushing the limits. We're made for it. Bumper, Artie Peterson out to the lead. Glenn Jameson's pushing hard now. Garrett behind him. Top 5 could throw a blanket over it. Artie's going to drop down to the inside. 10 car's going to start pushing. These guys are getting a little dicey back in 5th and 6th place. Little contact between the 14 and the 70. 63, 3 wide in the front. Artie Peterson stuck out in the middle. Brandon Winning, we got a car down on the apron, 70 car, and now a car up in the wall. We got a wreck behind him. 1 lap to go. Rick Fagone has got the position right now. Garrett Helmlinger and Glenn Jameson, neck and neck. We got a push on the inside, push on the 10 car. Rick Fagone looks like he might pull it off, neck and neck at the line, and the 10. Oh, the Garrett Helmlinger, I can't believe what I just saw. It looks like Garrett Helmlinger. Survival of the fittest. 16 chase drivers, 1 championship. Who's got what it takes? As they give the command to start the engines, it's time to find out. WFO is live right now.
On it, but man, Fagone has just a perfect 1 and 2 right there, Nation. Fagone's going to bring it off the bottom, out of turn 4. Can he hold them off to the start-finish line? And I believe he's going to, Nation.
Good win. All right, here it is. with about 10 to go. Richard Holland, Cody Williams running side by side. Great race tonight. We got your victory lane right here. Richard Holland joining us up at the broadcast booth. I know you got a copy, buddy. What a race tonight, man.
Yeah, man, I absolutely love this Legacy Texas track. I was pretty excited to see this one on the schedule.
I tell you, you and Cody going back and forth. He was getting on and off pit road a little bit faster. You just shuffled around there about midway, 50 laps into the race. Cody came out about a 2-second advantage, but that 1 lap difference in tires seemed like it made a big difference there in about 20 laps in.
Yeah, tire fall off was huge. That's one reason why I pushed it on that first run as far as I could go. I wanted that 1 lap advantage on everybody if I could get it, if it stayed green like it did. But yeah, Cody did an awesome job tonight. He ran a perfect race, no mistakes, on and off pit road, better than I did. It's just I had the track position and the 1 lap better tires every run, so I was able to run him back down and pass him or pull away from him a little bit. But he ran a great race.
Yeah, it was epic to see when, you know, races like this go green. Sometimes you have such a gap between the leaders and there's nothing going on. But that top 4, man, they were right on top of each other for a long time. And you guys did a hell of a job. We had a lot of guys going from the back to the front to the back, and you guys stayed consistent all night.
Yeah, there was a lot of different fuel strategies, pit strategies playing out. We noticed during the race a lot of guys short pitting and whatnot there. But no, we had a great race. The race went as planned. I knew we'd be good on a long run. I was hoping for long runs, hoping for no cautions or very little cautions, and you know, the race kind of played out perfectly for us, and we didn't make any mistakes. So that's the number one thing.
Yeah, mitigating those mistakes on and off pit road, did a hell of a job, dude. It's just, we know Cody, he had to get up for work. He mentioned something you had something you wanted to say for him.
Yeah, he wanted me to just say thanks to everybody that we raced with tonight. Everybody did a hell of a job keeping it clean and caution-free race again, 2nd week in a row. And he just wanted to thank everybody that we raced with, you, Coop, and everybody that has anything to do with the league, fans, anybody that's watching. He wanted to say thanks and appreciate it.
And for on that, man. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Did a hell of a job, and you navigated that lap traffic. Do you got anybody you'd like to thank for tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the guys we raced with too. Like I say, there were guys, you know, obviously that struggled a little bit, but they gave us plenty of room on the track and was very courteous to all of us. Like I say, leaders I know for a fact, and seemed like everybody was. So, want to thank them guys for that. And like I say, caution-free race. You can't complain about that. That's pretty cool. 2nd week in a row. So, I want to thank McCulley for all the work he puts into the league, everything he does. Hal, Vern, all them guys that run the league. I want to thank you, Coop, for broadcasting, man. Appreciate it. We love to go back and watch these races, and you do a hell of a job, like I say, every week. So, and any fans that are watching, let's go. Woo!
31 car to victory lane tonight, Texas Motor Speedway, WFO Twisted Tuesday Arca Series. Hell of a drive, and congratulations, man.
Back-to-back wins, Coop. We're here to defend this championship. Let's go.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going. And I tell you what, HJRM dominant performance tonight.
Woo!
There's your winner, Richard Holland, burning it down right here. Great finish for him tonight. We're going to try to pull up Cody McFadden here. Let's see if we can find him. Don't have the 64 car in the tower. We're going to pull up Vern Bradley here, up into the booth. We have driver of the day vote. There it is, 114. Vern Bradley, got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got it.
So we got some votes there in the chat for the 114 car driver of the day tonight.
That's kind of a surprise. I felt like I was a driver to the back today.
Well, I tell you, man, it was a weird fall off on the tires. A lot of guys were struggling with it. It seemed like very early on in the race, the track was very greasy, hadn't rubbered up. Do you think that maybe played a role in some of that?
Well, I think what played the biggest role is I was gone on vacation all week, so I haven't had an ounce of practice. I mean, and then I got into the session late, didn't have a lot of laps on the car before we took off racing, and I made a mistake early, Coop, and did some damage to the car. And then I drove it for most of the race with the damage on it, and it just kept setting me back and back. And The last 2 runs, though, I got the damage off and was able to pick up a few spots.
Yeah, you were able to come back and recover. You got a 6th place finish tonight, and we saw you dip through the grass there. That little tag out of turn 4. It seemed like it upset the car, and then it got loose. And like
It
you said,
hurt it.
this damage just held you up, right?
Yeah, it did. And had I practiced more or had time to, I could have known what the car would do on a longer run. And I really didn't have a clue how the car was going to handle after 5 laps out there, Coop.
Yeah, it's that vacation though. Was it worth it? Tell me it was worth it.
It was. I'd like to go back.
Absolutely. Where'd you go?
I went to San Antonio, Texas.
Nice.
Yep, we spent 7 days there. So really, really good vacation for the family, and hated to leave, really.
Well, we're glad to have you back out there on the track. It was good to see the 114 and nice recovery tonight. 6th position, and thank these guys for those driver of the day votes. They come and
Oh,
drop it on the chat.
absolutely. I got to thank everybody that went into the chat and done that. And I have a pretty good idea of the followers that switched over for me tonight, and I really appreciate it. I've had a rough season, and not just as a driver, but just in life general. So it's really good for them to come over and vote for me and get me up here for an interview, because obviously I ain't gonna get in here any other way, Coop.
Well, hey man, back to business as usual. And I know you're gonna have your mind right. You're gonna be back to normal, and I hope it pans out the right way. Get back up there in that top 3. Start competing for wins.
Yeah, I hope so too, and I'm gonna try my best. I wish I could just get a race where I got a little bit of time to sit down and run some practice laps to know what the car's gonna do in the long run. But we'll see. Maybe there'll be a week I do that, and we'll see how it pays off.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, man, and thank you for putting on the league and everything you guys do behind the scenes. I know it's a lot of moving parts going on beyond just the racetrack in real life. You got all these drivers that come out here, and you guys organize it. So we want to thank you for that as well.
Yeah, and I want to appreciate the fans in the YouTube chat there, Coop, because we've missed a couple of Wednesday nights, and the good news is I don't see any Wednesdays being missed starting tomorrow for the rest of the season. So
there, you heard it. Village Idiots coming back. Vern Bradley, hopefully Nation 01. We'll get a Nix on that. I don't know. His schedule's all over the place too, right?
yeah, we'll see if he gets in there. Usually he stops in for a little bit, even if he's working.
Right on. So look forward to it. Wicked Wednesday Truck Series tomorrow night. Be presented by Vern Bradley and Nation 01. WFO Twisted Tuesday Arca Series, wrapping up another great one here at Texas Motor Speedway. Clean and green for 125. Richard Holland pulling it off the win. Cody Williams, man, that was a close one. That was a close one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I got the front seat battle for that when they lapped me.
The boys going back and forth all race long on pit road, and Cody McFadden bringing it home 3rd. We're going to get your finishing order up on the screen real quick just to clarify the whole field. And we had 16 cars start this race tonight. A few guys ended it a little early. Austin Wagner, Christopher Campbell, which was running really solid there at the start, ended it a little early behind the wall. But it is what it is. Great race. I enjoyed it. I know you guys did. Hopefully we can bring another great one to you tomorrow night. Put this up on the track right here. Richard Holland, your winner tonight. Cody Williams, 2nd. Best lap of the race there for Cody Williams. 4.455. Cody McFadden, 3rd. Larry Dickerson, 4th. 5th, Burt Wilson. Vern Bradley, we're speaking to him right now, 6th position. Dylan Bryant, 7th. Tommy Hayden's 8th. 9th, John T. Wimbish. John Snow rounding out your top 10. Jason Lawrence, Hal Amy, Austin Wagner, Scott Canfield, Christopher Campbell rounding out your field. I'd like to thank Michael McCauley being up there in the booth tonight. Vern Bradley, Hal Amy, all you guys do putting on this league, hosting these races. And WFO, everybody in the broadcast booth, everybody that puts this show on. Thank you, the fans, for being here. It's been another great broadcast. Loved every second of it. What do you think? We're going to set them free?
Who are we setting free?
We're setting them free. We're going to see them tomorrow night.
Oh, Nation.
Oh, yeah. Nation, you're free now.
was he in the chat?
Not yet, but we'll see.
Yeah,
He might say hi right there at the last second. All right, guys, appreciate your time.
It's not up to us to set them free, though, Coop. It's up to the aliens.
Right on, man. Right on. Don't go in any crop circles, guys. Be careful. We'll see you tomorrow night. Appreciate your time. Take care.
Yep, have a great night.
Racing. It's in our blood. From the No Limits of Texas. With the high-speed banks at Daytona.
I mean, nobody's going to catch that 3-truck of Hal Amy as he takes it.
From the drop of the green flag. To green flag pit stops. It's in our DNA. We live for it. There's 7 nights in a week. And only one night matters to us. The moment to prove that we're the best. Laying down an entire season. Pushing the limits. We're made for it. Bumper, Artie Peterson out to the lead. Glenn Jamison's pushing hard now. Garrett behind him. Top 5 could throw a blanket over it. Artie's going to drop down to the inside. 10 car's going to start pushing. These guys are getting a little dicey back in 5th and 6th place. Little contact between the 14 and the 70. 63, 3 wide in the front. Artie Peterson stuck out in the middle. Brandon Winning, we got a car down on the apron, 70 car, and now a car up in the wall. We got a wreck behind him. 1 lap to go. Rick Fagone has got the position right now. Garrett Helmlinger and Glenn Jamison, neck and neck. We got a push on the inside, push on the 10 car. Rick Fagone looks like he might pull it off, neck and neck at the line, and the 10. Oh, the Garrett Helmlinger, I can't believe what I just saw. It looks like Garrett Helmlinger. Survival of the fittest. 16 chase drivers. 1 championship. Who's got what it takes? As they give the command to start the engines, it's time to find out. WFO is live right now.
On it, but man, Fagone has just a perfect 1 and 2 right there, Nation. Fagone's going to bring it off the bottom, out of turn 4. Can he hold them off to the start-finish line? And I believe he's going to, Nation.
Good win.
1 Show.